You mentioned doing multiple pivots. Where
Mhm.
does your company fit now in the food service industry? What are some of the maybe some of the deliverables that you provide to your clients that you work with?
Yeah, so I get a ton of calls from people saying, "I need a broker. Can you sell for us?"
Yeah.
To which my response is, "We're not a broker. I'm happy to tell you what we do, but we're not a broker." And it's funny because I literally just posted something on LinkedIn. I had somebody tell me recently, "Stephanie, like the industry knows you don't like brokers." And it's like, it's not that I don't like brokers. It's that I believe the model is broken. I don't think manufacturers are fair to brokers. And I also don't think that for the most part, you can make a decent living doing it because there are too many unknowns.
Mhm.
So what we do, and I love what we do is so it's kind of two sided. So we have a lot of we're kind of known for plant based and startups
Okay.
because that's the part that people see. We actually work for with some really big companies. You won't see us talk about that so much just because of the non-disclosure we have to sign. But at the end of the day, we want companies to come to us that have innovation. Again, it can be a new to world company. We've worked with companies that don't even have a product yet, and we have some that shouldn't have had a product yet, that had produced a lot of something that wasn't going to sell. And in some cases, it's a big company that has an innovation and they're not sure what to do with it. So, a perfect example is a really, really, really big company that came out with some really great innovation, and it's like on point for consumers and where they're going, but it doesn't look like anything like what is in their core business. And their salespeople just couldn't sell it. I mean, they had it is approved at DOT, it's approved with all the GPOs, but it's not where their people are used to going, and it's not a conversation they're used to having. And so what we do is we fill in the gaps. So if you were to think about how we would work in tandem with Portillo marketing, sales and marketing, what we would do is be really the top of the funnel,
Okay.
get the flywheel going so that your team can take it and close it, right? And then we're following up to say after the fact, "Oh, are you still ordering? Can we get you some materials?" It's filling in the gaps for companies that have innovation that don't have the resources, and by that I mean either people or just the time to go after the innovation that they need to sell today to be in existence in 4 or 5 years. And they can't do that. And I live this as a sales rep at Pepsi doing innovation, and frankly at Nabisco and Frito Lay as well, where I'm going to hit my number or not based on what I do for the base of my business.
Mhm.
And I want my bonus. I am money motivated as a salesperson. So am I going to sell a bunch of Oreos or am I going to go sell that new thing? Well, I'm going to go sell a bunch of Oreos because I know they're profitable and right and I'm going to hit my bonus. So we're really about taking the pain out of innovation and giving it the life it needs so that when it makes it either to the direct sales team or to the broker, um, it is successful. Or if it's not going to be successful, you haven't just spent God knows how much of the salesperson's time or the broker's time pushing something that maybe needs to be tweaked or it can really only go to a niche part of the world. So I would argue that we're kind of the front and the end of the sales cycle to make sure that the people in between who have the kind of the more expensive headcount can go close the bigger, more strategic things, right? And kind of push the base business or the core, what's keeping the lights on.